Hello, John here for a Wednesday afternoon. When people are painting, all too often their focus is in the direction of moving forward to completion. And albeit that is the ultimate end result, sometimes you have to kind of go a bit in reverse. I'm going to explain what I mean after the break. See you then. So when a lot of amateur artists are painting, they blindly move forward in a direction of trying to complete their picture, and obviously that's the way to move. But sometimes you have to go in reverse, you have to go back, you have to correct mistakes, you have to remove paint and pastel and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes, albeit you're moving forward 3 or 4 steps at a time, you may want to move back 1 or 2 in order to make even more progression. So I'm going to show you something right now that is definitely going to help you, and this is based on pastel pencils, but this kind of technique can be applied to many mediums. There's just different ways of doing it, but I'm going to show you how to reverse yourself in pastel pencils so that you can make your paintings better instead of ending up with mud, instead of ending up with less tooth on the paper, instead of ending up with a picture that you're just able to apply no more pastel pencil to. So before I move forward with this tuition, I'm going to take my own step back. I'm going to ask you, please subscribe. I have had such an influx recently, it's mind-boggling, and it's just, I just don't know how to put it into words. I'm just blown away by it. But I'm only literally three off of my 1,000 now. After this weekend, I just don't know what happened. Maybe it was the TikTok influence, I don't know. But I'm only 3 off of the 1,000 now, and people are engaging with me, and I really love that. So please do that by all means in the comments section. I'm asking everybody to subscribe because I have noticed that at least 60% of my people that are watching are not subscribing. 39% in fact are actually subscribing and ask for the bell notifications and all that sort of stuff. So please subscribe. It helps me to make more videos for you, and I have so much to say. I've barely scratched the surface as it is yet. So anyway, but enough of that, let's get on with the video. So I've had to actually do quite a lot of work on pastel pencils recently. I've got a couple indoors that I've done a robin, I think you might have seen that. I'm actually now working on this commission of this lovely dog Bailey that's a golden retriever. Now, there are going to be times as a professional that I'm going to make possibly big mistakes. People don't show you this, but I'm going to show you this. And you may have noticed from previous videos, you may not because it's not really something you would notice, but up here, only just in camera shot, and I'm going to move the camera, is a piece of goo. It's not really goo. I'm going to show you what it is. Now, I always have one of them attached to my drawing board, and I'm now about to show you another piece that I've got sitting about, which is down here at the bottom right, and it's in a bit of cleaner condition. So I always have some of that kicking about, especially when I'm doing graphite pictures and when I'm doing pastel pencil pictures. Now what that goo is actually blue or white tack, and the reason I have blue or white tack is for my mistakes. I don't have a kneadable eraser because it will not do what this does. This one's blue and this one's white. Now I'm led to believe, and you can test this out for yourself, that the white tack is actually stickier than the blue tack. So there's going to be times on a picture where I'm going to make mistakes and I want to alter. It may be that I've gone too dark. It may be that I've gone too light even. So it may be that I've put something in that I didn't mean to, and it may be that I want to totally erase and adjust something. Now there's numerous ways of correcting this. You can use brushes, which I'll show you another time, but I want to focus on this blue and white tack at the moment. I'm going to do something on this. I don't actually need to alter anything at the moment, but I'm going to do this just to demonstrate what I mean. Let's take this part of his ear. Let's say for argument's sake now, I'd gone too dark in here and here. So I had to remove it. It's going to be safe because I can just repaint this again. So I'm going to press it into the pastel, and you may notice that it's lifted a bit, and there on the end of the white tack is my pastel. And I've pulled that out of the surface of the tooth of the paper like a magnet. Now that will not do anymore. Now it's got that pastel on it because it's technically dried it up. So what you do is you remould it back in, and you can use this for a long, long time. You find another clean surface and you press it again. Okay, and you get up as much pastel as you can. You don't have to press hard. And you mould it in and you do it again, whilst watching where you get the colour to in your picture. So you will see now where this black line was, it's now starting to show me that I've got almost back to the cleanness of the paper. And there we go, I'm going right down now. You'll never get it completely clean, that's impossible. So that's probably as far as I want to go. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see it. That's how I've removed that piece of pastel. And now I can go over here again and I can adjust everything I want. So let's say for argument's sake I'd made this part too dark. I'm going to lighten it up. So this grey, or grey blue I should say in this case, will be layered on top of the white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dab that and lift some of the pastel. I'm going to dab it again, and you'll see already hopefully that it's starting to lift the pastel, and it's getting lighter, and I can nearly get that back to the paper again. There, look at that. Hardly any pastel is in the tooth of that paper now. And you can alter things like, say, a highlight in an eye. I know you're all probably screaming at me, John, stop ruining your picture, but I am not ruining it. So I'll mould in a point on this, and I can go in here and I can lift out whatever parts are not correct, purely by this acting like a magnet. You can pull details out. I mean, you can see how it's got brighter now, I hope. Let me just turn a little bit of light on. I should have done that before I started actually. So I hope that hasn't affected your enjoyment. So you can see how I'm just pulling out the colour, and all of a sudden that eye is not what it should be, and I can now go back in with my pastel pencil over the surface of the pastel and colour it in again. So that's a way of correcting oil pastel pencil mistakes. That is also a way of correcting soft pastel mistakes. That is also a way of correcting some oil pastel mistakes. So I hope that tip has become quite helpful to you. It's amazing just how many people don't actually know that you can do that, and I would love to have shares with Bostik for their blue tack, but unfortunately I have to buy it myself. But there we go, that's another reason to buy blue tack anyway. So I hope that has helped, and I will be doing another video at the weekend, and I will be this time probably reviewing the Montmartre Vibrant soft oil pastels. I did the naturals last week, so I'll probably do the vibrant ones this week. I just think that makes a lot of sense. So I hope that has helped you guys out a bit. Not everybody knows about that little tip. A lot of people do, obviously, but it's one of the best tips in numerous types of drawing. You know, graphite, coloured pencil, pastel pencil, soft pastels, oil pastels. You can use that technique on any of them. And yeah, I wish you all the best in your painting. And please subscribe. There's going to be lots more come up like this. Some of the things I just don't think most people would have thought of. I'm quite innovative on what I think about. I've got nothing else better to do. Anyway, until next time, please have a great day, great week and a great year. And please be kind to everyone. And I'll catch up with you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.